Headed by the last set, the Florence Speedway is about to get underway. The Super Trucks. On the outside, it's going to be Niesemer, and the 98 truck who was able to catapult his way to the race lead by the time he got off in the second corner. Coming down and being the first lap with his
in these super trucks was kind of looking at that outside line and how little you were spinning the tires when you were coming out of that lane. You got to think it's going to be a little bit different here, especially today. We mentioned he has over 200 short track victories. To the checkered flag, Joey Niesemer. 30 laps for the mini stocks. Sanders in the 24, Johnson in the 72. Second race of the afternoon. What can Brandon Johnson do with it here off of turn 2? It's a dead heat to 3 for the race lead on the first lap. That was a fantastic launch by that second lane here. Here at Florence Speedway, you can see really that first lane blend together. That second lane kind of spearheaded by Matt Briggs right there.
A lot of muscle in this Sanders, the South Carolina 400 winner. Briggs, the defending Minnesota champion.
This race, if we get more restarts, the late model stock race as well.
Johnson easily off the second corner to cement the lead.
Started to make some progress. Was outside the top 10, and yet already, Eric, just one lap after this restart, already up into the 5th position. So whatever they change on that
to the top side, Thrasher down low. Able to keep the momentum up on the top side, but it's not going to be enough to keep it. Here we go, AJ Sanders in the blue 24. He's going to have the 20 car cleared by the time they get to the middle of the corner. Contact off the turn number 2.
That's Matt and Shane that got together and already trying to make up some spots very quickly. You can see Brandon Johnson
was running when he got together with Matt Briggs.
You also got to remember, these are race car drivers, Eric, so if Matt Briggs is able to get it's got a role reversal right here. You can see a little bit of something. Not able to do a Gentry really strong off of turn two. He's going to be able to hold that spot at least for a moment.
To the second is the battle for third, side by side. Matt Briggs at the bottom, Gentry outside. Briggs Johnson as things start to settle out amongst the top five.
I would say for Briggs now, probably a little bit too much without a caution. Dominant, just as we saw with the Super Trucks with Jody Niesemer. Through 3 and 4, we'll come around this time. You see him sliding just a little bit, but also smooth as he takes it.
Whoever comes across in a pit area, no matter where it may be, he's going to defend his South Carolina 400 victory in a big way as AJ Sanders brings the
Drivers, start your engines!
Josh Berry, Doug Barnes Jr., who will add their name to the list of winners of the Icebreaker. We're about to find out. On the outside, the locked-in 150 winner from last September leads us off the fourth quarter.
Where the chess game begins. Where do you push?
Top five again to move for Powerball to move up to Nelson Motorsports. outside, the race leader, Carson Kloppel, two-time and defending T-Max Marshall.
Together here at the front of the field, typically held that second lane.
To the point, his teammate nearly able to clear the front nose of Connor Hall for third. Now looking outside of Casey Kelly for second. Hall trying to miss his way.
That A-car so smooth, looking so good right now. Hall looks like he's going to be able to maintain over Junior.
But you have to imagine that he has garnered the attention of owners everywhere, and this may be just the beginning of what is a very bright future for this young man, even with all the accolades he's been able to garner in the late model stock cars so far. Get the pit front there, and look at T-Tac riots there in the background. That is a trophy, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. That is one good piece of hardware. It's going to be coming back to North Carolina. And Junior Motorsports is Carson Kloppel, your winner in the 2024 Icebreaker. Let's talk about exactly great.
Names like Lee Poyam, Peyton Sellers, legend in late model stock history, and now Carson Kloppel, you're well on your way.
Breaker presented by Velasco.
The first race under the stars. Outside, lots of contact there on the front row. Still, door to door for the race lead.
Sideways and spinning. That is the 7C of Brandon Caraway. Whole time sideways, tried to chase up the racetrack, but wasn't able to gather it up.
Gets the jump to the inside, and Ledbetter trying to keep the fender outside.
Ledbetter not going to be able to do it for too long. Marlon Yoder very early on showcasing why he is so very quickly up the leaderboard, up to the second in that 58.
Oh, there's almost contact there amongst those two. Ironically, as we mentioned, that is a car that Ledbetter had wheeled before. Now it is all been on the second.
Stocks and the super trucks, 50 laps out, so we got one.
48. Try to stay with him. Try it again after a couple of early cautions in this one. Marlon Yoder, and Albie Ovid has gotten the job done. Now